A tech-savvy rider implemented new technology to modify his 2015 GL 1800 Honda Goldwing. That Goldwing later became known as Black Flash, an extreme lighting show bike.
What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy Cornell, the tech-savvy rider. Today is Friday, the 17th of November. It's about 10 o'clock. Getting ready to go out on a contract. Saw the sun out and said, hey, let me go pull up Black Flash and take him for a ride. I got on my full modular helmet. Got on my jacket with the liner on the inside. Even though the sun is out, it's still kind of cool. But it's not so bad. Hey, man, I wanted to share basically ask a question and share a story. The reason why I'm asking this question. How do you feel about riding other women on the back of your on your Goldwing? Is it against the law? Is it against the law of marriage? Let me tell y'all what happened, and then we can go from there. Before the summer began, I went to Oklahoma City to go see my boy. And my boy, you know, he's down in Oklahoma City. It took me about an hour and a half to get down there. I finally make it in, and now keep in mind, I haven't seen him in a couple of years. I mean, we did basic training back in '86, and then our first duty station was Fort Knox, Kentucky. I know we did 3 years, three years together. He ended up doing on it 3 years. He got hurt, and here it is. I see his butt 25 years later. Well, 35 years later. And he's at 100%, and the only thing he did was 3 years. But anyway, when I get down there, you know, he's telling me, hey, man, you know, I want you to bring your motorcycle down here because, you know, that's on my bucket list. I want to ride a motorcycle. I can't, I can't ride one myself because of my disability, but I would like for you to take me for a ride. And I'm like, hey, man, you know, that's not the norm, you know, for you to be on the back of another man's motorcycle. I said, but for you, dog, you know, since it's on your bucket list, I'm going to go ahead and knock that out for you. So I went down there to go see him and shit, right? And we get down there, you know, he's all frail, 100% disabled. He's basically, you know, when he walks, he's got a lean. Anyway, I finally make it down there. He gets on the back of my Goldwing, and he was like, man, this feels so nice. I wish I could ride one. You know, we get down the street, man, about a half a block or so away from his house, and he said, hey, man, this is where my brother lives. I want you to stop by over here. Let's go holler at him. And I want to show his wife your bike. Now, according to him, his brother's wife, never rode on a motorcycle. You know, because her husband, which is his brother, is a car person. You know, he's always into these sports cars, you know, Corvettes, Porsches. So dude got a little money, you know. But she's not impressed with it. So when we get there and she sees my Goldwing, she's like, oh man, I really would like to take a ride. And I was like, well, no, if it's okay with you, you know, I'll take you for a ride. You know, no big thing. I pull out my extra helmet out the back and, you know, strap into the helmet. She gets on the back of it, and I take her for a nice ride, man. I was like, hey, you know, I gave her all of the beginner rider passenger safety tips. Hey, when I lean, you lean. Wherever my body's at, that's where your body need to be. And my biggest thing is don't hold on me. There's plenty of stuff back there for you. Don't grab me. If you're scared, don't grab me. Grab these armrests. Gave her my whole little spiel before I put on. So she got on the bike, man. Like I said, I took her for a ride. And, man, she was back there screaming and yelling. But it was joyful. She was loving it. So we get back to, you know, her home, which is my friend's brother's wife. Her home. She jumps out the back of Black Flash with my helmet and all and runs up into the house, screaming, "Oh, I gotta tell my husband he needs to get one of these. He needs to get one of these." And I'm outside, I'm still outside, waiting for her to bring my helmet back, and I'm talking to my boy, letting him, climb on the back of my bike. And my boy's brother walks out the house with my helmet and gives it to his brother, which is now my passenger. He looks over at me and say, "Property." Let me clean it up. I probably won't have to edit that so YouTube won't censor the video. So he comes back out and says, "Get the freak off my property." And I'm looking at him like, wow, okay, no problem. I get back to my boy's house after we go for a ride. And I said, "Hey, man, what just happened?" He said, "Man, that was her first time ever riding a motorcycle. And she's in love with it." My brother's the type of person, he's all about sport cars. He just bought a brand new Porsche, the 2017 model, and took his wife for a ride. She was not impressed with it. But here it is, your butt show up over here on your Goldwing, and she's screaming and yelling, telling him to go buy one. So he was pretty upset when he came back out with my helmet to give to me. He said, "Man, don't worry about it. He just jealous because you made his wife feel good about riding something beside him." And I was like, "Man, that's way too much information, man. That's way too much information." And he was like, "I'm just telling you how it is, bro." And we set up and laughed and joked about it, man. So my question to you guys, man, is it okay for another woman to ride the back of your motorcycle if she's not your wife? You might be married, but another woman asks to ride the back of your motorcycle. Would you let her ride? And how you guys feel about two men riding a motorcycle? Next, I ain't asking nothing about the whole gay relationship stuff. Hey, that's your lifestyle, that's your lifestyle. But normally, two straight men riding a Goldwing, riding a motorcycle. How do you feel about that? Is it okay? Is it something that you would practice or something you would do with your partner? Me, like I said, my boy, he had it on his bucket list to ride a motorcycle, and I just wanted to fulfill his bucket list for him, So it wasn't no big thing to me, and I could care less what anybody else would think about me. Never have, never will. That was my boy, so I got love for him, and I wanted to ride, let him ride. But letting his brother's wife ride my Goldwing had threw me off for a loop, man. I have never experienced that. Dude made me feel like I was having an affair with his wife on my Goldwing. I mean, ain't no other way to put it. I just had an affair with his wife on my Goldwing. Just wanted to get y'all input and see what y'all think, guys. Other than that, hey, that's my spiel for today. YouTube, you all have a good one.